Hi guys, welcome back to the psoriasis journey. Today I want to share with you what my body looks like with psoriasis on it, where are the spots. I haven't done those videos in quite a while and I've seen quite a few people asking, and also for myself, it's about time that I record the progress and see for myself in a month or two from now if I've improved or not, or if I got worse. So the first thing you probably notice is my face. I'll zoom in a little bit more. As you can see, there's always dry little spots here, and I put moisturizer, whether it's Vaseline or something else, all the time on it. This kind of pulled dots here, I don't know if you can see, but essentially they've been there for a while and I'm working on getting rid of them. Now some of this stuff looks like the lighting on the camera is a little extra, but it's not as bad as it looks in the camera. But elbows, this is kind of have been there all the time, and for the most part it doesn't really change. I would say today is quite worse because I will be honest, I've been slacking and I've been eating snacks, and that's the results that I'm getting. So, not saying that you're not allowed to eat snacks, but I've definitely slacked off for the last week or so. Now, I've been eating healthy, no dairy still, everything is the same as always. All right, moving on. I don't know what you can see, but the side of my body, for the most part, is smooth. Nothing really got worse. There's a few little dots here and there, but nothing crazy. The shoulder, this is where I've had quite a few dry spots, but for the most part this is all you can really see. From far you can barely tell even, but from close you can really see this coloration a little bit. And so is my other, here I go to the light, my other side. So it's not terrible, and again from far you can't even tell really, but it is what it is. I still know it's there. It doesn't bother me at all. It's just annoying there's a different color. Okay, the next thing is the legs. Now this is the legs. From, if I zoom out, you can't really see much, but if you get really close to it, you'll see it. I don't really feel the legs. They don't really bother me lately. Here's the other one. I don't know what you can see with the light here, but it's not terrible. Like, nothing really bugs me. Now, I'm going to try to show you the back of my head. I don't know what you can see or not, but the back of my head has a little bit of spots. I know when I cut my hair, for the most part, that's where things are. I'll show you the other side somehow. So, like, it's a little bit there, like, yes, you can see it. When I cut my hair fresh, you can really see it, and it kind of fades away slowly. It's there, but it's definitely not as inflamed as it used to be. I'm trying to think now. The back, let me see how I can show you the back here. There you go. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's my back. There's barely any spots on it. I would say like here and there maybe. If there's any circles that you can see, it's probably from the massagers that I go to every week. They do the cupping essentially, that pulls the fascia, I think that's called, the muscle. They pull it up to let the blood flow, so it's easier for your system to be all connected and the blood flowing through it, which makes it more relaxing for the body. The muscles recover faster, and of course, I don't even need to say this, but if the blood flows better, that means the whole body is feeling better, and that means the psoriasis in theory should go away. So those are the most, like, the spots that you saw, pretty much where I kind of struggle with. They're not painful by any means. They're not really annoying me. I got used to it now. I'm sure you can relate. After years of having psoriasis, you probably forgot that you don't really care. You just know it's there and it's annoying, but it doesn't really bother you as much as it used to be probably. You most likely don't scratch it as much, if at all. I don't really touch any of my spots at all unless I put moisturizers on them. And aside from that, I just maintain a healthy diet and I continuously work out to make sure that I don't let this progress. But those spots that you see that I showed in this video, that's as much as it's being, that's probably the worst part. I would say this is the worst as it gets. I haven't got it much worse than that. Now, I am acknowledging that some of you might have it a lot worse. Now, the question is, what have you done to prevent it from getting worse, and what have you seen that works or doesn't? For me, like I told you in the past couple videos, it really helped to go dairy-free, where I can noticeably see that all the spots went from bright red and like flaky to kind of, just being there, and kind of the redness went away for the most part. Matter of fact, ever since I stopped dairy, this actually became all flaky. Before it used to be red. So there's a change of some sort happening. Maybe it's because my body's adjusting, but I'm not saying I prefer to be white over red or flaky over red, but there is some sort of a change, and I want to see how my body reacts. If anything, I can't imagine cutting out dairy made things worse. Let's put it that way. So if dairy is one of the factors to psoriasis getting worse, then I'm glad I cut it out. And if not, it's only a healthy thing anyways to cut it out. So I'm not too concerned about dairy. The next thing I'll probably try is completely cutting out meat, most likely. We'll see. I don't like the idea of that at all, and it kind of makes me anxious to even think about it. But if that's what's going to help, then I will do that. I am trying to find a service. I actually already signed up to a service that does meal prepping for you, so that I don't have to worry about cooking and grocery shopping, because that's one of the biggest reasons why I kept stopping some sort of a vegan related diet. I'm not encouraging that by any means. I'm not promoting vegan diet. I'm not saying it's the best thing ever. This is for yourself to find out. This is for, if you want to do it as a personal thing that you want to try, by all means. This is something that I'm trying for myself to see if that's going to help. I don't know if the vegan diet is the solution. And from what I've seen in a lot of videos in the past that I've watched, some of them are switching completely from vegan to a carnivore diet. Some of them saying none of those diets work. So who knows? Everyone has to experiment for themselves, and that's what I'm going to try. So stay tuned. I am going to publish more and more about how this diet is progressing. So far, I can tell you, having no dairy is definitely more beneficial than having it. So if you haven't tried that already, I definitely encourage you to try it. I promise you, in a week or two, you're going to get used to having no dairy, and you're going to forget about all this extra stuff that you ate. If you cannot live without cheese or chocolate, I mean, you'll figure it out. It's not that difficult at the end of the day. You'll get out of the bad habits, and next thing you know, you're eating healthy anyway, so it's only a good thing. Anyways, guys, I'll leave you with that thought. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see the next few videos that are coming up with this update. And of course, like the video if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.